Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M53 M55. It's the Tier 9 American SPG, and this one's located on the west spawn of Sand River under the command of ProvoBob. Now that's got an 8-inch barrel on it, and I know that because it doesn't extend over the front of the vehicle, which is based on the chassis of the M47 pattern tank. So we've got an 8-inch howitzer, that makes this an M55. And the skin is by Sir Rusty. Got the What Arty Noobs logo on the side of the vehicle. Okay, game started and we're moving off to a firing position. And ProvoBob's not moving very far from the initial point. And he's now looking for a target in the south. Now, he's only got 20 rounds of ammunition to play with, and he's not yet loaded, but he will be very shortly. It's quite a long reload on this Arty, but this Arty does have one of the few in the game with a turret, which means that the aim point can be dialed in fairly quickly, because all the turret has to do is swivel and match the aim point. Oh, lovely shot there! He got 1,034 hit points on the Striv 103B, and he's gone down. Now these shells, the 8-inch shells, they will do alpha damage of 1,050. So he must have penetrated the side of that vehicle to get that much, and he does penetrate up to 52 millimeters. And the side armor, or the armor on the Striv 103, is very thin. It's designed to cause a shell to bounce off. But if you get an HE round, hit it, and it's got enough penetration, it will just go straight through. And it appeared it did on that occasion. Right, well, we're looking at a Centurion 7-1, and we've lost sight of him. I think we've got an RU-251 moving into the area, so he should spot him any second now. He's moving through the dunes, trying to get sighting. Okay, well, we're changing the aim. We're now going for these heavies. It's an IS-3A, a VK101P. It's the IS-3A that's getting our first shell from this lot, and it hits the ridgeline. Okay, so he's going to move position. It's a good idea to move position with the high caliber, high tier Artys, because you have so much more time to spend whilst you're waiting for the reload to go through, that you might as well use that time profitably by moving to a new position and making sure that the enemy Arty can't get a shot on you. Okay, this looks good, and we can now see that Centurion 7-1. Now, the good reason to go for this tank is that it's got fairly weak armor. If we can get a shot into him, it'll do a huge amount of damage. Well, 421, that's useful, we'll take that. Now we've got that long reload again. I always like to announce my reload times into chat. You can do that by pressing the F8 key. Or if you're using Aslains mods, you can press the C key and that'll do the same thing. But it is very handy because your teammates need to know when they can expect you to fire another shell in support of them. Okay, well, he's indicating where on the map he's looking, but we've lost sight of the Centurion. Ah, we got him back. But this ridgeline is going to be a bit of a problem because it's a very narrow aim point. He fires around in, gets a direct hit. 312 hit points. That was a good shot, that was. Can be difficult to hit enemy tanks sometimes if they're on ridgelines. Right, well, ProvoBob's now looking towards the north, and there's an Object 257 and a Progetto 65. That's the tier 10 medium tank. The Object 257 is a tier 9 heavy. And both those tanks went down. The IS-3A and the 257 went down. We've got an M4190. That's the Black Dog. Oh, hit the ridgeline again. As I mentioned earlier, it can be difficult trying to hit tanks on ridgelines because sometimes the ridgeline will swallow the shell. And that Progetto's got 4 shots capable of firing at his opponent, so he's a very dangerous medium. And also it'd be profitable for us to hit him because obviously he's tier 10 and we're tier 9. So we'll earn extra XP if we can take him out of the game. It's still a few seconds before we'll be loaded. And it looks like he's heading this way as well. So another reason to take him out. He's low on hit points. A splash should be enough to get him. He stopped. Round out. Oh, it fell short. Well short of target. Okay, well, we're going to have to move now because those 3 enemy tanks could be headed towards our cap, and we might need to get amongst these dunes for protection. The good news is we've got an AMX30 defending our cap at the moment, and a Wizzy 1111FT up there as well. And from this position down in the southwest corner of the map, we can fire back into our cap area. And the AMX30 has seen the Black Dog up towards the north, but we're going to look towards the east side of the map. And there's a Striv 103 down here, as well as a Centurion 71. There's the Striv. He's moved up. We fire a round in, and it wasn't fully dialed in, and the round falls short. And that Striv can move away quite rapidly, as you can see. He's out of siege mode at the moment. Still not loaded. There he is. Is he going to siege mode? No, he's still waiting for a good target to shoot at, I think. We're loaded, but we're going to hold off firing. We're just indicating where we're looking at the moment. We need one of those tanks, possibly the 251, to just spot where the Striv's gone. If we can hit him... Ah, yes, we can see him now. We fired the round in. Oh my god, we took out the Centurion 71. He was side on to us when he took the shell. And that was the end of him. 987 hit points of damage from that one shot. It must have penetrated him. So, lucky Striv, very unlucky Centurion 71. Now the worry is that Striv is getting closer and closer to us as he keeps moving forwards towards us and then backs off away again. And that round appeared to hit the target because there was no explosion. Well, we'll see when the Striv comes into view again. He's probably going to be missing a massive amount of hit points. And the enemy's now reached our cap area, but it's only one IS-3A, and he's being attacked by the AMX-30. And we've also got our own IS-3 there, I think. And the enemy IS-3A has been killed. Actually, it was an IS-7, not an IS-3A that we had there. There's the Striv. Oh, yes, he's missing some hit points, all right. Yes, he's missing about 500 hit points, so that must have been the damage we did. Or rather that ProvoBob did. Okay, he spotted an IS-3 in the riverbed. Dialing in the aim carefully, rounds out. Oh, it hits the building and demolishes it in one shot. There ought to be more destructible buildings in the game, actually, because it's so spectacular when you see an entire building just disappear. Still a few seconds, but that Striv is getting closer and closer to us. Looks like we're going to go for the IS-3. We do. And this time round we get a splash hit of 304. And the IS-3's been killed. Enemy Arty has been located. It's the M53-55 and he's killed immediately. Right, we've got two tanks there. The ISU-152 near the cap and a T-57 Heavy. Well, the T-57 Heavy is a very, very dangerous heavy tank. Capable of pumping out 4 rounds of 400 hit points at a time. Well, fired a snapshot at the strip, but it just wasn't close enough, unfortunately. Only 46 hit points off that shot. I think he was hoping for a repeat of the previous shot on the strip, but not on this occasion. Right, well, he's right at the south edge of the map, and he looks like he's been tracked, and now he's dead. Okay, where's that T-57 Heavy? There he is. And we're loaded. We're ready to go. Round out. What falls behind it just stuns the T-57 as he pulls away. He did accelerate away because he was going downhill. We've got an UDES 03 right at the other end of the map. And the T-57 just wiped out. That UDES is going to go soon as well. The AMX-30 is after him. And if you've seen previous videos with the AMX-30, you know what a beast it can be. We're loaded, but we can't shoot because the UDES is too close to our own teammates and the game's over. So, victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And it's the third class tanker for ProvoBob in the M53-55. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7, and he got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. Let's have a look at team scores. Well, when it comes to team scores, he didn't get the highest amount of damage. That actually went to the AMX-30 first Premier Prototype, and he got 4,494 hit points of damage. The IS-7 managed 4493, and the M53-55 of ProvoBob picked up 3,603 hit points of damage. And the T-57 Heavy on the enemy team did 3,694, just a few ahead of him. When it came to kills, it was the AMX-30 who got the highest amount. He got Top Gun and 6 kills. The Gorilla 15 got 3, the IS-7 got 2. ProvoBob only managed to 1, but that doesn't matter because there was a number of other tanks who also managed to get 1 kill apiece. And when it came to base XP, it was the AMX-30 again, 1,199, then followed by the IS-7 with 1,045, and then the Wizzy 111 Model 5A, who managed to get 8,877 base experience points, and ProvoBob managed to get 854 from that game. Let's have a look at the detail report. He fired 13 rounds. He got 5 direct hits, 2 penetrations, and 6 splash. Damage of 3,603 hit points, and all of that was at more than 300 meters. He hit 4 of the enemy, but only got 1 kill, but did do stun assistance damage of 455 hit points off 7 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 43,467 credits. He got 4,347 from personal missions, and after ammunition resupply, and these are the expensive ammo, the 8-inch shells, he actually took away 23,504 credits. He received 1,281 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, took away 2,562 XP altogether. So, pretty good game there for ProvoBob. Only a third class this time round, but I'm sure that he'll have better games very shortly. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.